What's up, guys? Welcome back. We get asked a lot of questions about our trellis system for our tomatoes, and you guys have requested a video, so we're just going to show you guys what we do. We did get this system from Sattin, a trellis to make you jealous. I will link his video below. He did this actually with his cucumbers, but said that it could be done with tomatoes. It was a really affordable option, which is why we chose it, and I've actually really enjoyed it. It's really easy, especially if you grow indeterminate tomatoes. The way that we tied them up, you know, just to continuously like twine them around your tomatoes as they're growing, it just makes the maintenance on them a lot easier. It makes pruning a lot easier. We've just really enjoyed it. And how much do you think it costs for us to set that up?
The T-post was the biggest expense. You know, goodness, I'd say less than 20 bucks.
Right. So this was a really good option. $20. A lot of people even have T-post on hand, so there is a really good chance that you could get by with just spending money on conduit. So let's go take a look. Nathan's going to give us more details and kind of just explain things maybe we would have done differently, things that we love about it. So let's get started. Can you just kind of give them like a rundown of how long our bed is and how we decided how much supplies we needed to buy to do this system?
Yeah, so the first thing he mentions in his video is measuring your space. We have a little over 30 foot, so we knew that we essentially needed 30 foot worth of supplies. We went and bought the 7-foot T-post, you know, just because we're growing the indeterminate tomatoes, which get a little bit taller. So we got the 7-foot T-post. We staked them in the ground, roughly 10 foot apart.
Yeah, so we've got we've got 4 in this bed, and I can fit 1, 2, 3. I'm averaging 4 to 5 tomatoes per T-post.
So the conduit is 1/2-inch conduit, and it comes in 10-foot lengths. You piece them together with a coupler, and we'll move this one so you can see. Very, very simple. At the top of your T-post, this is a 1 1/4 inch PVC T, very inexpensive. The reason we chose this, because in his video he stated that this was an inexpensive way. We were looking for an inexpensive way, and as you can see, it's turned out really well. This is our 2nd year. It's still holding up really, really well.
Another reason that I really like this, one, it was super cheap. Like he said, we've got a few T-posts, we've got 3 things of conduit, the PVC pipe. It was just, and it took us like an hour maybe to put it together. And honestly, this was something that with a ladder I could probably even put together myself if I had to, which was really nice too, is that I didn't, if you're a female trying to do this, you can very much so do this project by yourself, which I really like. Plus, these are indeterminate varieties, so I'm constantly, as they grow, continuing to move the string up. So what I do is I take my tomato twine, I do a slip knot, and I tie it around the base, and I will literally just go, and as you can see, I am twining that all the way up the tomato plant, which I'm continuing to do. So on this one, for instance, when this continues to grow, I'm going to take this, pull it, and you can see that's done. I'm going to keep swirling it around. Once I continue to wrap it around, I'll just re-tighten this up, tie it back on, and then that's it. As it grows, I'll come back through, yank it down, tie it up the plant more like this one needs to be. And sometimes you don't even have to undo it. And for me, this is super, super easy. Something else that's really important with this type of trellising system, you do have to have a small stake in the bottom that you can help wrap it around. For us, we used what we had on hand that looked like some of these small stakes that look like trim that was left over when we remodeled our house. You do not have to have tomato stakes, by no means. They don't even have to be that big, just something at the bottom to kind of help you tie it around and get started. So this has been super, super easy for us. Very, very realistic and easy to maintain. And as you can see, they aren't crowding each other. Now granted, I heavily prune these beds, you guys know that, but I am able to go in between all of these, have plenty of space, and I'm getting a lot of tomato plants in a small space. So this is what's worked for us. If you guys have any more questions on the video, leave them below, but it's pretty straightforward. And when you watch Josh Sattin's video, he is going to be demonstrating this with cucumbers, which is something I think maybe next year we'll implement. I really like arching our cucumbers because it's just pretty, but this, I think you could get much more yield if you did your cucumbers this way, and it's a lot easier to prune them and things like that. So we have really enjoyed this. We did it in our other bed last year for cherry tomatoes as well, and it worked great for those. But this is our video. Hope it is helpful. If y'all have any questions, just leave them below. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.